The second season of Jujutsu Kaisen has finished, and people still don't know who was in the body of Geto, because they saw Geto die during the events of Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Then who was in the body of Geto? Well, it's Kenjaku, or you can call him Itadori's mother. Confused, right? Let me explain it to you.
何をしとるブラジル体操3、4ぼちぼち温まったかなそうだね
Kenjaku is an ancient and powerful Jujutsu sorcerer who has lived for over 1,000 years using his innate technique. This technique allows him to implant his brain into another person's body and gain control of it, even if the person is dead. In the aftermath, it leaves a stitch-marked scar across the forehead, which Kenjaku can open to reveal his brain. Kenjaku can access the cursed energy and innate cursed techniques of whoever's body he possesses, and as a result, even the Six Eyes cannot tell the difference between him and the actual owner of the host body. He also gains access to all the memories of his host body, and whenever he changes bodies, he can also carry over cursed techniques, although there is a limit to how many cursed techniques his brain can retain, and he might have to pick and choose which ones he might prefer to keep. Due to being over 1,000 years old and living many lives with different experiences, Kenjaku has gained a huge amount of knowledge, which ranges from general knowledge to experimentation and strategic intellect. He is also very battle smart and a calculative mastermind, seemingly orchestrating most of the events that occur throughout the main story of Jujutsu Kaisen to achieve his goal. Kenjaku has lived 1,000 years, so it is obvious that he possessed so many bodies throughout the years. But in Jujutsu Kaisen, we have knowledge of only 4 hosts, despite it being heavily implied that many more people have fallen victim to his technique. About 400 years before the start of Jujutsu Kaisen's main events, Kenjaku possessed the body of an unnamed sorcerer, using it as a means to get closer to other sorcerers in that era, and make binding vows with them. And one of those sorcerers was Hajime Kashimo. After that unknown sorcerer, Kenjaku's next victim was the Kamo family, who was one of the big 3 sorcerer families at that time. From the Kamo family, Kenjaku chose Noritoshi Kamo. Yes, the same Noritoshi Kamo who we saw in episode 22. During his time as Noritoshi, Kenjaku conducted many unethical experiments, centered around combining cursed spirits and humans. He imprisoned a woman and performed many coupling experiments with her and cursed spirits, which led to 9 pregnancies and 9 abortions. The results of his experiments, the cursed womb death paintings, were so vile that all records of them were destroyed. He was regarded as a stain on the legacy of the Kamo family, and the evilest Jujutsu sorcerer of all time. He also mixed his blood with some of the cursed wombs, and that explains why Choso can use the Kamo family's blood manipulation. After Noritoshi Kamo, Kenjaku possessed a woman named Kaori Itadori. Yes, you guessed it right, it was Itadori's mother. After the death of Kaori Itadori, Jin Itadori's wife, Kenjaku, occupied her body. While posing as his wife, they had a baby whom they would name Yuji Itadori. I know it sounds a bit surprising, but in reality, Kenjaku was the one who gave birth to Itadori. The reason for possessing Kaori is largely unknown because Kenjaku does not select hosts randomly, but it is believed that it surrounds the birth of Yuji. How long he inhabited her body, and if he committed any atrocities during that time are currently unknown, but the anti-gravity curse technique that he demonstrated later in the manga was taken from her. There are many theories revolving around the idea that Kenjaku has something to do with Itadori. What do you think? If you have any theories, let me know in the comments section. Now, it was that time when Kenjaku finally took over the body of Suguru Geto, after the events of Jujutsu Kaisen 0 when Yuta killed him. The Geto Suguru most people are familiar with, and are now seeing in Season 2, is actually Geto. Seeing as Geto was one of 4 special grade sorcerers in the series, the higher-up should have done a better job at safeguarding his body. However, due to their negligence, Kenjaku was able to get his hands on a gem unlike any other. He gained access to cursed spirit manipulation and the outstanding physical capabilities of Geto, and was referred to as Pseudo Geto until he revealed his true name. If we talk about Kenjaku's plan, it is very confusing because Kenjaku is not some mad villain who wants to take over the world or destroy it, but you can say that Kenjaku is like a mad scientist, who who does experiments and wants to know more about the cursed energy. But no worries, I will explain it to you. In the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, there was an imbalance created due to the existence of cursed energy, and people like Yuki wanted a permanent answer to this imbalance. Curses, sorcerers, and non-sorcerers were the ones who created the Jujutsu Society, but they are not equal. The difference between the three beings has been the central point of conflict throughout history. Yuki's aim was to remove cursed energy as a whole, which would put all humans on the same playground. This would also remove the cursed spirits from the picture, as they are created from the leaking cursed energy. This was the point of an unfinished conversation between her and Geto. Kenjaku, on the other hand, wildly disagrees with Yuki. He doesn't care about morals, and only cares about one thing: optimizing cursed energy. Optimizing cursed energy means that curses and sorcerers will coexist, but not in harmony. According to Kenjaku, if everyone was converted into a sorcerer and all of them were to fight to the death, then a certain number of standout people will be left. These will be more elite and far better than the others. When this happens rapidly on a huge scale, it will lead to the evolution of the whole society. After the failure of the death painting during his time in Kamo's body, Kenjaku states that he cannot be the creator of this evolution, as anything he creates will be limited by his own potential. For this reason, he planned a battle royale for thousands of years, which is now named the Culling Games. All the manga readers know what Culling Games are, but if you are an anime watcher or a manga reader who does not understand Culling Games, don't worry, we will make a separate video to explain everything about the Culling Games. But for that, you need to keep supporting it by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing it with your anime friends.
それなりに収穫はあったさ。
言い訳でないことを祈るぞ。しゃべるでない。何を言ってるかわからん。わからんのに内容は頭に流れてきて気色悪いのだ。貴様ら何をするつもりだ？
ゲト君、シュー！マイト君。ゲト𝐕𝐵𝐾。どうした長宗。早く。
ああ、駒壊すなよ。
弟が死んだ。
オーバーヘッドシュート。
ふっ